This is the 4th Plain Boulevard overpass, and we are looking north into Vancouver Yard. The date is April 29th, 2026, and my friends and I are here looking at the BNSF Officer Special train that had just rolled into Vancouver at about 3 a.m. that morning. It had just made a long trip from California to Vancouver via the Oregon Trunk and Fallbridge subdivision. The reason the train was in town was that there was a planned trip for it to go down the Portland and Western to Eugene, Oregon. This presented us rail fans with a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to see a rare BNSF train on short-line trackage. Also in Vancouver on this day was this lash-up of interesting GEVOs. The front unit is BNSF 7795, which wears a mismatch of H3 and H2 parts. The second unit is BNSF 6022, one of the 25th anniversary sticker units. And lastly, in this trio, is BNSF 7695, which is the one-of-a-kind golden swoosh. Unfortunately, just like the OCS, they were parked in a not-so-ideal spot for photos. However, shortly after that photo, 7695 was taken out of the lash-up and set out front the Vancouver shops, which allowed for some better photos from the 39th Street overpass. We catch up with the other two GEVOs at Ryder Junction, now having picked up a trio of Jeeps. Engineer Brad Black gives my friends and I his beauty pageant wave as he builds his train bound for Longview. We will now jump forward to May 8th at the Oregon Rail Heritage Center as we are helping to prepare for their National Train Day event. There was plenty of activity within the museum, as we can see here with BNSF 3613 towing SP 4449 into its spot. The reason the 4449 is not in steam was due to a faulty superheater flue that was found during some pre-train day testing. Steam was in the air, however, as we can see here with the Polson 2 and SP&S 700, which is moving about the yard. Preparations would continue much later into the night, with myself not leaving the museum until a little before midnight, and not getting home until about 1 in the morning. The following morning went smoothly, as we set up for the public and opened the doors. After waiting around a few hours, we soon heard a horn down the road in Whistle Alley. Knowing what was coming, me and 2 of my friends jumped to our feet and headed to my car to rush across the street, and this is what we were met with. With that abrupt start, we would jump on 99 and head for Lake Oswego, which is where we would set up for this next shot. Jumping up to Cook, we would find the train now with a Portland and Western Jeep on the point. The reason for this was that the train was going to use the Y to go onto the West Corridor, which is a required cab signal territory. This would face the train in the correct direction as well, for continuing southbound. This quick stop to back up let us see the last dome's roll-up door in action, as well as hearing its hardly used horn. We would continue our chase here into Tualatin, now on the west corridor, as made evident by the obnoxious wayside horns. We would catch up with the train at Donald, out in the Willamette Valley, with the Jeep now removed from the consist. Our end goal was Salem, to catch the OCS on the street running in town, which we will see a little bit later. Here at Wakanda, you can see one of the old Oregon Electric power stations, which helped power this line when it used to be electric interurban traffic. Our OCS train is moving fairly slow through this section of track, as there are many speed restrictions along this old stretch of railroad. Arriving in Salem, it didn't take too long for the OCS to arrive and begin the street running section. This would be our ending point for the day's chase, as we wanted to get back to the museum for the rest of the afternoon. The last and final day of our OCS chase would be May 12th, where we found ourselves at the Wilsonville West Station and shops, checking out the RDCs. Soon after, a southbound west train, which was a Colorado Railcar EMU, showed up and prepared for its trip back north to Beaverton. Following that southbound was Portland & Western 2315, which was called upon again to lead the OCS through the corridor. If you watch carefully, you can spot the conductors of each train high-five each other as the 2315 passes the platform. "2315 would wait just after the crossing for the OCS, giving us the opportunity to move a little further south to the Willamette River Bridge, where we would set up on the north bank of the river. We ended the chase following the reverse of our course on the southbound journey, and would make another stop in Tualatin, and end in Lake Oswego as it was getting late.